Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie. Today I have a book haul for you. This is a kind of selection of things that I've bought throughout the year, and for whatever reason I just haven't shown them in a haul, whether I bought them kind of around Babe or whether I just kind of bought one here and there and just didn't slip them into any book hauls. Have I even really done that many book hauls this year? I don't know. But yeah, this is a selection of things. A very specific pile of 3 genres. It's kind of strange that they all kind of fit perfectly into these 3. Here we go. So let's start with romantasy first. If you follow my knitting channel, which is Pearl Grey Knits, you will have already seen this one, but I got a yarn and book box from Tangled Fables, and the book in it was The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent, and this is a really pretty edition with the snake on the side. Hoping to start this either today or tomorrow. We will see. I also got The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. This just seems like a cozy, kind of cute fantasy. No idea when I'm going to read this, but I'll read it when I can. Cool. Next one is Shield of Sparrows by Daphne Perry. I really loved, oh god, what's the name of it? I really loved Indigo Ridge, which is part of her Eden's series. She has so many, oh my god. They're all her books. I loved that one. When I saw that she had a romantasy out, I was like, done. That's all I need. Very much looking forward to this one. And then on the same day, I also bought The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillick. Didn't realize at the time that this was the same author as the, what's it called, One Dark Window series. Honestly, I saw the cover, the name, I'd heard 2 people talk about it, and I was like, done, let's buy it. Read this one already, loved it, gave it 4 stars, I think, maybe 4.5, I think it was 4. Can't remember, but really enjoyed it, loved the gothic vibe, had a really fun time reading it, looking forward to the rest of this series when it comes out, and also going back and trying those other 2 books from this author. Next, we have some mysteries, which is always exciting. First up, of course, I have a Nero Marsh. This is Swing Brother Swing. No idea what book in the series this is. But every time I see a Nero Marsh, I buy it, if I don't have it, because they're quite difficult to find. So every time I see one, I'm like, gotta grab it. And then I just have the bookmarks from the shop that I bought them in. So excited to get to this one eventually when I'm up to it. Kind of in the same vein, I picked up The Unpleasantness at the Bellona Club. This one is by Dorothy L. Sayers. I believe this is book 4 in the series, I think. Not sure, but I think it was because I was like, well, I have book 3 and I have been reading this series, so saw it there, thought I'd grab it. Another classic mystery. This is The Franchise Affair by Josephine Tey. Haven't read this series at all yet. Have the first one. hoping I enjoy that. No idea what number in the series this is, but I will figure that out when I get to it. And then I also have one that's related to that one. This one is An Expert in Murder by Nicola Upson. And this is actually the story of Josephine Tey. This is a series about her writing. So she's like writing her mysteries. And while she's doing that, murders are taking place. Love that. I believe this is the first book in this series. I have the second one, so I'm very much looking forward to reading this one and reading the Tey probably first, because I feel like this will have spoilers just from the nature of it. But yeah, very much looking forward to that one day. And then I have some non-fiction just to round it out. The first one I have is Tell It Slant by Brenda Miller and Suzanne Paula. This is a book on creating, refining, and publishing creative nonfiction. I am trying to write, I don't know that it's creative nonfiction, but I'm trying to write nonfiction at the moment. And my partner pointed this one out to me and I thought it might be helpful. We'll see. Who knows, I might end up writing something creative nonfiction in the future. If it's not this project, who knows? So I thought it would be worth a try. Next, I have The War That Killed Achilles, the true story of Homer's Iliad and the Trojan War by Caroline Alexander. I also really love picking up history, especially around like classics and ancient history written by women, because I feel like it's still such a male-dominated genre, so that when I see a female writer, I'm like, I'm interested in what you have to say. So very much looking forward to that one. Thinking a lot about classics at the moment because I am doing a class about technology in ancient Greece and Rome. So I will possibly pick this one up soon. Really won't relate to the class at all, I don't think, but it could be fun to kind of read while I'm in that mindset anyway. And then the last two, of course, have to be art history related and women in art history related. So the first one here is Dissonance. This is Feminism and the Arts from 1970 to 1990, edited by Katrina Moore. This is talking about contemporary women's art in Australia specifically, which is something I don't really know a whole lot about. I'm very much more interested in the art of women more in like, let's say about the 1920s to the 1960s, and specifically more in Europe and in South America. So it'll be interesting to read this from a Australian point of view and hopefully learn a little bit there. And the other one I have is called Women Can't Paint by Helen Gorrill. So this says Gender, the Glass Ceiling and Values in Contemporary Art. Contemporary art, as I've just said, isn't my wheelhouse at all. But this one seems really interesting, and I think hopefully will kind of relate to that nonfiction project that I'm working on, because it's about women artists, and also just learning more about the topic in general. Very excited. I think I've actually had this one on my like wish list for years, and I've just completely forgot about it. I don't know, when I pulled it out and I saw the title and the cover, I was like, I think I know that one. So that's kind of cool, right? I feel like my wish list is something that I created, and then I very rarely actually look at them, and I'm considering my wish list as like the books I've listed as want to read on Storygraph, and not like a actual specific wish list. So all that to say, I'm excited. I think I have a really interesting bunch of books here. Definitely reflecting my interests at the moment, though. I feel like most of what I'm reading is either romantasy, mystery, or non-fiction. So these kind of the checkout. That's it from me today. I hope you're all doing well. I have not been great with uploading videos. I've been filming them and then just not having the time or the energy or the focus to actually edit them. So hopefully you'll sort of start to see some of those videos. I don't really know. As I say, I feel like every time we're just going through, we're just doing what I can when I can and not stressing myself out about getting things out at particular times. So I will see you when I see you. Bye.